The Runaway Wife. A novel by Dr. A. Ahmed. This is an intriguing epic story which resonates with love, resilience, courage, and sacrifice. Copyrights. All rights are reserved. No part of this book may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means without the prior written permission of the author, except by a reviewer, who may quote brief paragraphs for a review to be printed in a public newspaper, general magazine, school journal, or university article. This is a story of a fallen Muslim girl. This novel is a work of fiction, but the entire story is based on a true love affair between a prostitute and one of her clients. All names, characters, places, and events are either the product of the author's imagination or used literary. Therefore, any resemblance to real people, living or dead, events, or locales is merely coincidental. The Runaway Wife is a harrowing and deeply human novel that plunges readers into the heart of a woman's struggle against the suffocating constraints of tradition, religion, and society. Through the eyes of Izdihar, a fallen Muslim girl whose journey from innocence to despair is marked by love, betrayal, resilience, and sacrifice, Dr. A. Ahmed crafts an epic tale that exposes the hidden wounds and silent battles faced by women in patriarchal cultures. Based on true events, this story is not only a chronicle of survival but also a powerful indictment of the social and religious forces that shape, and often shatter, lives. With unflinching honesty and emotional depth, The Runaway Wife invites readers to witness the courage it takes to reclaim dignity and hope in a world determined to deny them both. Main Characters Analysis. Izdihar Salah. Role, Protagonist, The Runaway Wife. Background, Izdihar is an Egyptian Muslim woman whose life story is the central focus of the novel. She experiences a series of traumatic events, including forced marriage, infertility accusations, divorce, sexual violence, blackmail, homelessness, and ultimately, prostitution. Personality and development. Izdihar is portrayed as resilient, intelligent, and deeply emotional. Despite her suffering, she demonstrates courage and a desire for dignity. Her journey is marked by a struggle for autonomy against patriarchal and religious oppression. She is both a victim and a survivor, showing moments of vulnerability, anger, and hope. Key conflicts. Her main conflicts are with her husband, her family, society, and herself. She battles societal expectations of female honor, religious laws, and the consequences of being labeled a fallen woman. Transformation. Over time, Izdihar evolves from a naive, hopeful girl to a woman hardened by abuse and betrayal. Her eventual escape and search for a new life in Australia symbolize her quest for freedom and self-worth. Hafez Amin. Role, Izdihar's lover and eventual savior. Background, Hafez is an Egyptian man who falls in love with Izdihar after meeting her in a brothel. He accepts her past and offers her unconditional support, rescuing her from prostitution and addiction. Personality and development. Hafez is compassionate, loyal, and open-minded. He challenges traditional views on marriage and honor, valuing Izdihar's spirit over her social status or past. He is patient and protective, often acting as her emotional anchor. Key conflicts. Hafez's main struggle is against societal norms and the stigma attached to Izdihar's past. He also faces his own emotional turmoil as he tries to help Izdihar heal. Transformation. Hafez's love and support are instrumental in Izdihar's recovery. He ultimately marries her in a civil ceremony after they emigrate, symbolizing a break from oppressive traditions. Al-Taib Salih. Role, Izdihar's first husband, antagonist. Background, Al-Taib is depicted as a deeply flawed, patriarchal figure. He marries Izdihar, then divorces and abuses her, blaming her for infertility and subjecting her to religious and social condemnation. Personality and development. He is controlling, self-centered, and violent. His actions are driven by societal expectations of male honor and religious authority. He is unable to accept responsibility for his own infertility and projects blame onto Izdihar. Key conflicts. His main conflict is with Izdihar, whom he accuses of adultery and dishonor. He also struggles with his own inadequacies and the pressure to produce children. Transformation, Al-Taib remains largely unchanged, representing the oppressive forces of tradition and patriarchy. Faki Mahmood. Role, witch doctor, secondary antagonist. Background, Faki Mahmood is a quack healer who exploits Izdihar's desperation to have children. He drugs, rapes, and blackmails her, claiming paternity of her children. Personality and development, he is manipulative, predatory, and cruel. He uses religious and magical authority to control and abuse vulnerable women. Key conflicts, his conflict is with Izdihar, whom he victimizes for personal gain. Transformation, he is eventually exposed and imprisoned, but his actions have lasting consequences for Izdihar. Gabriel Gurgis. Role, Izdihar's Christian lover. Background, Gabriel is a Coptic Christian neighbor who becomes romantically involved with Izdihar. Their relationship is forbidden by Islamic law, adding another layer of tragedy to her story. Personality and development, Gabriel is kind and loving, but ultimately unable to rescue Izdihar from her circumstances due to religious and societal barriers. Key conflicts, his main conflict is the impossibility of marrying Izdihar due to religious restrictions. Transformation, Gabriel's presence highlights the theme of forbidden love and the limitations imposed by religious identity. Supporting characters. Navila, Izdihar's former friend and rival, who becomes her husband's second wife. She represents jealousy, betrayal, and the destructive power of social competition. Khadija, Izdihar's mother, embodies the internalized oppression and lack of compassion found in traditional society. Sweet Coconut, Pimp, the brothel owner who exploits Izdihar and other women, symbolizing the cycle of abuse and commodification of female bodies. Conclusion. Izdihar Sulla is a deep human, tragic, and ultimately hopeful character. Her story is a powerful indictment of the systems that oppress women, but also a testament to the possibility of survival, transformation, and advocacy. She is not just a victim, but a survivor and a symbol of resistance.